So the Trump administration has been, as we know, very pro President Sisi, and President Trump has even said that he's doing a great job. And when the Secretary of State was in Egypt a little over a year ago, we saw echoes of those same sentiments, and never a call on democracy or human rights, or even a call for release of Americans being held abroad, held in Egypt. And so when Egypt continues to be seen through the prism of let's deal with a heavy handed dictator because he brings stability versus let people fight for a democracy, usually Egypt's been seen through the prism of democracy and authoritarianism are two sides of the same coin. We'd rather choose an authoritarian leader because they bring with them a level of stability. And that had been the kind of card that was held with Mubarak. But what we're seeing today is that heavy-handed authoritarianism does not bring stability. It could actually be leading to long-term instability. It could lead to a country like Egypt that becomes ungovernable in the long term. And so what the U.S. administration and the international community needs to understand is that if they don't stop seeing these as two sides of the same coin, it's not going to lead to stability. Now, if we think also about countries like France, France is the number one supplier of arms sales to Egypt today. And so there's an economic benefit to this interaction of governments looking the other way. And so while the French President Macron had said a few years ago, a little over a year ago, actually almost a year ago exactly, that France is a birthplace of human rights, and so Egypt must uphold them, the next day, France sold more war weapons to Egypt. And so it's this narrative that the international community is actually no longer pro-democracy, but it's rather pro-stability, seen as heavy-handed authoritarians. And this is happening all over the world. It's not just in Egypt, it's also in Latin America. We have seen the embrace of the leader in the Philippines. And so when Western leaders are choosing the so-called perceived stability of authoritarian, heavy-handed dictatorships rather than openness of democratic aspirations of people, it's because they continue to see the paradigm of stability as more important.